Alright, so we are going to get some food real quick to start off the day. We're gonna get some Taco Bell. We gotta go get some cutting wheel disc and a couple other things. I really hope you guys enjoyed that little clip of the SpongeBob thing. I just thought it was really funny, and I wanna start doing like funnier stuff like that in the videos to make them more entertaining instead of so informational, because you gotta have fun every once in a while, right? Alright, every day I get this question. I'll even put your Snapchat in there. It's N.A. Hoff 1993. For everyone's information, because everyone always asks me what coffee I drink every single day, probably multiple times, including Zach and Daquan slowly getting hooked on. You drink coffee like every day.
I told you to get that shit.
No, I've been drinking caramel swirl since 11th grade.
Boy, do not
11th grade. Boy, boy.
I bring you caramel coffee almost.
I was drinking coffee before TJ Hunt was drinking coffee.
Don't say I didn't know.
Huh? What are you even talking about? What do you mean? I'm just trying to say what I drink, man. You interrupted me.
No, you trying to say I didn't drink it or something.
No, I'm saying you drink it too.
That's not what he said, wasn't it?
Yes, it is. Play it back. Everyone always asks me what coffee I drink every single day, probably multiple times, including Zach.
Oh, really?
Anyways, it's caramel swirl. That's what you need. Nothing else. Caramel swirl, okay? Okay. This is what we're gonna be drinking all the time with this.
Smells good. Smoke rocks.
This drink has Pop Rocks in the bottom. Alright guys, welcome back to the video. We're gonna be finishing up the tubs on the Kooky today, and I also got some parts in the mail finally I've been waiting for. Not even close to all of it, but we got my Koyo Rad, my AEM True Boost electronic controller end gauge, AEM water temp gauge, and my wideband. I'm still waiting for a couple more things, and then I also have to order a bunch of stuff to the Quentin shop where it's getting wired up and stuff. So yeah, here's my Koyo Rad. I just opened it up. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got no flaws, obviously, though it's brand new. 3 gauges, but the most important thing we're going to be doing today is finishing up these tubs. And I already bought the metal. I just got to do this side piece right here, weld it all the way up to here, do this part that's open, and then I'm going to try to figure out something I want to do for like the headlight section, like kind of factory. So we're going to be doing all that today. Yeah. Alright, Zach got his intake in as well. We're going to be putting this one. It's from CX Racing. It's like a universal LS kit. Alright, so we just got Zach's new intake on. We were hoping it was going to face downwards, but it doesn't fit right now. We might trim it to make it fit. But for now, we're just going to start it up to see if it runs any better with the mass airflow, which hopefully it should. It's still missing O2 sensors and stuff, but we'll see if this makes a difference at all. Alright, Zach, start it up. What the hell? Start it up, Zach. Running a little better, but it really does need like a legit tune. So as you guys just saw, Daquan's GTO is now running with the 1000cc injectors. Still needs to transfer the injector data, but it does start. Zach's car is a little bit better, but his car actually needs like a tune. Like we just have like a straight up 5.3 tune on this thing with all these LS1 accessories. Alright, so as you guys can see, Daquan's car is running. It's all good to go. Zach's car is running better, so the V8s are doing great. We are about to continue working on the tubs. I already got all like the mock-up pieces out of cardboard. I literally just got to transfer them to some metal I bought earlier, cut it out, and then we can start laying it down on like the sides and stuff. It should be really easy. Shouldn't take that long. About to start it up, got the fuel pressure going, 60 PSI. Here we go. Another V8 in the Garage Highways headquarters. That thing is loud. Alright guys, so the tubs are in. They are tack welded here, fully welded up top, and I ran some pretty decent beads on the sides right there just to hold it in place. Alright guys, so I do apologize that I'm not recording a lot of this. It's just so time consuming and hard and taking a lot of measurements. But they're looking good so far. I'm working on the side part now. I did that, it's fully welded. This is the piece I have. It fits perfectly up in here. It's kind of hard to show you guys with one hand, but that piece pretty much goes right there. So I'm about to cut that out, and then after I cut that out, we'll be able to put that part in there and tack weld it. Alright guys, so check this out. Daquan got the whole front end back together on the GTO pretty much. And it looks pretty cool with the front end for once. Like, I'm so used to seeing it without a front end, not even looking like a car, and now it's all together and ready to do some skids. Just need that transmission. We're thinking about taking these black parts of the kidneys out and then leaving them out when we paint them, so you can see like the slant mount intercooler in there and stuff. Look at it from down here, you can actually see the M. That looks awesome. Alright, so the tubs are done. These things are sick. The welds aren't finalized, like I haven't welded the whole thing, but it's completely what I want, and it's completely tacked, and some spots are fully welded. Check these out. They look so cool in there. Like, got the sides done and everything. The only thing I haven't tacked is like this to this, because I don't know if I don't want to like bow the fender if it's not 100% correct. So even if I never tack that, like I'd be totally okay with that, because this is still all super solid. Like, it's not like this would bounce on it and make noises. But like, look at that. Like, that's so cool. So yeah, they look definitely amazing. Originally I was talking about doing the fronts, but I don't think I'm going to, because I actually put these tubs so far forward that the intercooler pipe is going to be like right on the edge, if not, you know, like a little past this. So I'm gonna leave them undone for when we do the custom intercooler pipe, and I'm just gonna take my headlights with me and to make sure everything's good. And I'm also going to make a new headlight mount. So yeah, Kookies on their stock fenders, that's how it mounts the outside. I don't know why I keep doing okay sides. That's how it mounts the outside of the headlight. It's 2 bolts on the outside of the fender, and then there's 2 bolts on like the part of the core support. And I'll have fiberglass fenders, so if, you know, I'm gonna be really low, if my fender grabs it, or, you know, we're tandem, his tire rubs it and just rips it off, my headlight's gonna go flying. And they're glass and they're Kookie lights, so they're super expensive, and I don't wanna make that mistake, and I'm gonna do it before I actually do it. Like, I'm gonna fix it the first time. So we're gonna make a bracket off here, but I gotta wait till I have a hood to make sure all the body lines are correct, because I don't want my body lines to be all thrown off. Alright, there they are. The tubs are 100% how they need to be. We got every single piece in the sides. I just cleaned off the welds with a wire wheel. No, I have not ground them down or anything. But what sucks about the Harbor Freight welder is it leaves all this like slag, like from the flux core or whatever. So I'm definitely gonna have to soft pad a lot of the welds down just to get rid of all that slag. But they're completely welded in. I have plenty of clearance. It's kind of insane. I have this part welded right here. Like I said, I just don't have this part. This will probably stay loose forever, but this will be super strong. And it looks awesome. Like, this is so cool. And they're also slanted, so the intercooler pipe's gonna fit. All right, so ignore my crazy hair. You guys saw me with the street bike helmet on because sparks. Got the street bike helmet on because sparks were just flying everywhere, so it messed my hair all up. But I have one question for you guys before we end this video. So you guys all know I painted like the whole underbody of my car, and then I painted all the wheel wells and everything white. It looks awesome. The underbody is just a primer with a clear, but the fender wells up front were all white, as long as under as well as under the frame rails. But since we did the tubs, obviously I'm gonna have to repaint them. And I've been thinking lately, I'm gonna have the big chrome wheels, the Blitzes obviously, and I also want to upgrade my brakes to V brakes eventually. And I feel like with the white tubs, like, well, the white fender wells in general, I think it's going to stick out too much and kind of take away from how cool the V brakes will look and the wheels. I think it's going to kind of throw your eyes off. So what do you guys think? Should I repaint them white? Do you understand what I'm saying? Or should I do them black? I think I want to do them like with a bed liner, so it's also tough, like right there. Just the fender well, not under the frame or nothing, like just straight up, just the front fender wells. I don't know, I just feel like the white, you're going to be able to see it through the wheel, and it's going to kind of throw your eye off. But I really I have no idea, so give me your guys' thoughts on that. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up for the tubs because they are going to be so cool. If you have any suggestions on colors on the engine bays, who knows? You know, leave them below. We might change it up. Probably not. Don't forget to go in that description and pick up a street style tee so you can get yourself entered in the giveaway. And just to let you guys know, the giveaway ends September 24th, and then I'll release the winner for the giveaway probably the next day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.